Yo, Hendo here with Average Dude Slowpitch. Today we're just bringing you something pretty quick. We're gonna go ahead and head out to the fields. We got some reviews we're gonna do, but while we're out there, just because we've gotten a lot of questions on it, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the UTH43 MR1 I've been swinging. Obviously you've seen a review on this one already. And then we also have the UTH33 Juno Flip Autism. So the one you saw in review was white barrel, which was the UTH43, meaning the stiff handle. This is the UTH33. And I know a lot of people have asked me kind of what's the difference, how they perform, who's meant to swing them, all that kind of stuff. And to be honest, at the time we first started swinging these, because again, we didn't really get a chance to swing the Junos or kind of purchase and put them on video until late in the year. I didn't have a great answer for it other than saying, hey, one's a flex and one's a stiff. So I actually reached out to Juno to kind of get some of that information. And cool enough is Mark Carucci, actually one of the owners, reached out. He actually got my number, called me, we chatted for a while talking about the big differences on the handles. So just to quickly give you kind of the rundown of that, they've got 5 handle types over there, technically 6 if you count the BP back, but you've got your Flexius, which is the UTH33. So the 33 is used on any of the 12.5-inch barrels or longer. So that's gonna be like your MR1, your Autism, the Harvey, things like that. And then when you get to the backwoods, so JoJo Bennett's backwoods or anything that's 12 inches basically, then they have the UTH37. So that's still their flex handle, but with the 12-inch barrel. Again, I'm not an engineer, I'm not gonna try to repeat everything Carucci mentioned as far as that goes, but just to perform properly and everything, they had to go to the 37. And then you've got a UTH38, that's purely on the BP back. That's what they're using right now, just to kind of split the difference between the flex and stiff handles, so that you can basically use one regardless of which bat you're swinging. And then again, pushing up, you got UTH43, so that's the stiff handle option on the 12.5-inch barrels or longer. And then UTH47 is your stiff handle, again, on that 12-inch, so like the backwoods. I don't know if they have any of the 12-inch models to be honest, but like the backwoods, JoJo Bennett's exclusive. Again, because of that difference in barrel length, they needed to change the handle for whatever performance purposes, so it passed testing, all that kind of stuff. And then the final ones are UTH50, which is obviously the stiffest option, and that's what you're gonna find on the one pieces. So with that, the way it was kind of explained as far as who should use what, and so we're just gonna reference flex and stiff, so we're talking 2 pieces, but basically the UTH43 is gonna be for your very, like if you're very strong players, just have that kind of, not necessarily talking swing speed at this point, but you're very strong players who want their bat to basically follow through with their swing and not have any kind of the lag that you can get at times from flex. And so the perfect example I bring up on that one though is Flip Washington, who, if you don't know who that is, obviously one of the best commerce players out there. I know he had a couple seasons hitting well into the 800s. I forget what the exact number was. I'm not going to try to throw it out there and give him the wrong number. But Flip uses the UTH33, or used, I should say, the UTH33. So realize, just because you're a strong guy or you have fast bat speed, that's the other piece of the 43. Guys with incredibly fast bat speed. And even myself, I haven't swung the 33s a bunch. This is only, I think, the second 33 I've swung when we go out there today. But even I don't have, from kind of talking to Carucci and in my personal opinion, bat speed so fast that I can't use the 33. So I would say don't limit yourself by saying, hey, I'm only a stiff handle fan. And we're gonna find out today. We got 6 or 7 guys coming out, so we're gonna let them each take swings with both, kind of see which ones they prefer. Obviously, if I had them, I would go with 2 MR1s, so it's stiff and a flex, or 2 Autism stiff and a flex. I just don't have those available right now. With it being end of season, really just have to private sell on those. So this is the best we got, but at least we'll be able to test the handle side of it as well. And so going out there, again, let everyone put the swings on there, let them kind of mention what they think about the handles, and then we'll kind of come back and wrap it up in the final thoughts and kind of what we thought about performance-wise and things like that. All right, we're finally gonna bring out that UTH33. I know a lot of guys have asked questions about it just because they've seen, obviously, Flips on a bunch of his Autisms. We have a few of these left as well. Obviously, the barrel length on these two aren't exactly the same, but this is the only UTH43 I got at the house right now, so 12.5-inch barrel, as you probably already heard us talk about from the previous review. This is a 13-inch barrel, but they're both 26.5-ounce bats, so 26.5 end loads, so that part's the same. Again, UTH43, UTH33 and 43. And in the outro, we'll talk a little bit more about kind of what that means and kind of who should benefit from the flex handles versus the stiff handles. All right, and we're gonna start with the UTH33. Again, the flexor handle, which, I mean, even though it's flexor handle, this is still the handle type that Flip used on, I think, every bat he swung, so.
97 miles per hour. 108 miles per hour. 103 miles per hour.
So yeah, with the flex handle for sure, you can feel the flex a little bit. I mean, it's definitely not significant, but you can tell that you can dial your swing back a little bit, and that flex then adds the extra power for you that you kind of would get with a full swing per se with the 43. So again, I mean, in these first handful of swings, I can see exactly why Flip swung these ones, because also it's going to make it a lot easier to kind of control the bat for backside things like that as well.
100 miles per hour. 102 miles per hour. 105 miles per hour.
Man, the sound, we never have to talk about the sound of the Junos, but nothing beats it.
95 miles per hour.
Deck circle and still in the batter's box once he steps.
Yeah, so even me, I've never really swung the UTH33s other than, I think we tried one of the backwoods, which is the 37, by the way. And then the Juno Shark, I think is what it's called. The, what was it, the Spiders, I think, exclusive. But I don't really change my swing at all. And then when you want to go backside, it's just so easy to control the thing through the zone. But for somebody considering 33 or 43, and obviously we're gonna let everyone else swing these as well and kind of give their opinions, but there's no reason to shy away from the 33 whatsoever. The barrel tech's exactly the same, and so far, I mean, the ball's coming off great feel. You change nothing from the 33 to 43 other than the handle. Barrel's the same, knob's the same, whatever end load you want, all that kind of stuff.
101 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's gonna do for the 33.
82 miles per hour. 86 miles per hour. 84 miles per hour. 85 miles per hour. 83 miles per hour. 86 miles per hour. 84 miles per hour.
He's only caught his sweet spot once, I think.
95 miles per hour.
And in fucking Hobbs.
88 miles
You
per
would have won the
hour.
Derby with this bat.
You what?
You would have won the Derby with this one.
I did win it.
Yeah, not. I'll be interested to see what people think about the flex handle here in a little bit.
95 miles per hour.
Fucking piece, dude.
Are they all 26s that you have, Hendo?
They're all 26.
94 miles per hour.
I'm in on that one.
You didn't read that cartel?
There it is. You missed it.
We want to have a.
97 miles per hour. 103 miles per hour. 95 miles per hour. 96 miles per hour.
I think I personally like the shorter barrel length, but I mean, I don't have to change my swing. I think they're both gas either way.
96 miles per hour. 94 miles per hour. 85 miles per hour. 95 miles per hour. 92 miles per hour. 96 miles per hour. 96 miles per hour. 102 miles per hour.
So I was terrible with the MR1. I couldn't find the barrel. Struggled to find the sweet spot. The handle probably too stiff for my swing. This one felt really good. Once I got comfortable with it, a little bit extra length on the barrel was a lot more forgiving for myself. And I think the amount of flex on this handle fit my swing a lot better. So I prefer this one.
87 miles per hour. 92 miles per hour. 88 miles per hour. 93 miles per hour. 90 miles per hour. 90 miles per hour. 91 miles per hour. 91 miles per hour. 90 miles per hour.
I've never known as an older player the difference in the stiffness and handle at all. But I'm just I'm not a cut hitter. I'm not anything like that. I just use what I got. I didn't have to change much of my swing on either one of them. But I will have to say, I like the barrel on the Autism bat, but I like the reaction off the MR1, if that makes any kind of sense at all. So
97 miles per hour. 93 miles per hour. 92 miles per hour.
I told you that bat was going to fit your swing, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it real easy to cut the ball, but you can't really tell, like, there's not an exaggerated flex on the barrel. I mean, there's not a massive difference from that in the 43.
Do you?
97 miles per hour.
So, guys, after a couple swings, I did not feel that I had to change anything. I'm not changing my swing regardless of what flexibility the handle has. And I don't feel like I had to change a lot of things. When it comes to this bat, it comes to the zone easy, it controls easy, a lot of forgiveness, good sweet spot. Not more to ask when it comes to these flex type barrels.
All right, here we are back in the garage. Just got back from hitting. We had so many guys out there and we had some other reviews to do that we kind of reached the point where everyone kind of wanted to get out of there. So I just figured I'd record this at home again. But again, we saw obviously the Juno Autism UTH33. Again, a far more broken in at this point MR1. This is one that I've kind of had on hand to let the guys out here swinging who wanted to try it, because like I mentioned before, and I think I even mentioned on the videos, but we didn't really swing any of the Junos throughout the year. It just wasn't something kind of, I mean, I knew about it, but it wasn't on the radar as far as it being that whole direct consumer thing, and the price point just didn't really make sense for the review piece of it until we kind of got in touch with some of the reps here at the end of the year. So a lot of the guys out here didn't get to try it either. So I wanted to let them swing both. You saw guys obviously talking about things like the barrel feel and stuff like that. So just realize with the barrel piece of it, these are obviously different barrels. So MR1 is the 12.5. The Juno Autism's the 13. So obviously we knew there's gonna be some barrel difference, but the kind of part that I think was really cool to see, and especially with a lot of people kind of questioning whether or not they would like the UTH33, is every single person out there preferred the consistency they got and kind of the way the UTH33 swung. And even for myself, I will say going forward, I still plan on gaming the 43 handle. I think it fits my swing a little bit better, but I did find that with the 33 handle, the backside was incredibly easy to control, didn't have as much dip as I did with the MR1, and they're both 26.5 ounce or 26 half-ounce barrels as well. And with the obviously barrel length makes a little bit of a difference there with the weighting, but they're both 26 half-ounce end loads. So as far as that backside piece of it went for me, again, it just felt smooth and easy to control backside with the 33, and then even if I wanted to pull the ball or kind of put a full swing, not that I really took anything off the swing backside, obviously my swing changes a little bit in order to do so, I didn't feel like the flex led to the barrel being in the wrong place at contact, anything like that. So what was really nice to see was, even though this is considered a flex handle, it didn't require taking anything off my swing, and I think you heard that mentioned from quite a few people as well. So as far as that goes, again, if we get a chance to talk to Carucci, it was kind of nice hearing a little bit of the idea behind the tech and things like that. And so the reason you don't see like 12.75 barrels from Juno or 13.25, stuff like that, is they wanted to make sure they had all the set barrel numbers so that you can pick what fits you best. And that's why there's a 12, a 12.5, a 13, a 13.5. And I believe maybe there's a 14 coming out this year. I'm not really sure. We also talked about a lot of stuff, and I was trying to make sure I understood the whole handle difference for you guys. But just know, unless I think from kind of talking to those guys, and then I've reached out to some of the players who used Juno this past year, whether it was conference or just other levels of ball. At this point, I think probably 7 out of 10 players realistically would see a benefit from going with kind of the UTH33. To have this kind of swing speed you would need for the 33, or to like be too much flex, I think we're talking like Ryan Harvey type of swing speeds, for instance. Like myself, I feel like I swing pretty hard, but a lot of it from mine definitely comes from height and things like that. And so just kind of keep that piece in mind. All I'm getting at is I wouldn't completely write off the UTH33 if that's something you've been thinking about as well. And honestly, that little bit of extra whip, even though I didn't really feel the extra whip, but you could definitely tell from guys' swings, helped provide that extra kind of pop for them and really got a real consistent swing for them. So again, I don't want to keep this too long. by no means am I the engineer on it. I just thought it was really cool that Juno reached out and Carucci had I think we talked for like 30 minutes just so that I could understand this stuff. So as you guys asked and reached out, or as we kind of did more and more videos later on, as we get more Junos, we're able to kind of explain that to you guys. So with that being said, just know if you see it basically UTH30 anything, so 33, 37, that's gonna consider your flex handles, and then your 43s, 47s, and then obviously 50 on the one piece, those are your stiff handles. And so something to kind of keep in mind there. Hopefully that kind of was informative for you. I know we put up a poll recently like, hey, what companies have people not really swung? And I believe Onyx, Juno, and there was one other brand on there, and I'm blanking. Oh, and Shortport, I think were the big three that a lot of guys hadn't really got a chance to swing, which makes sense. Onyx is kind of real big out here in the Southwest. I think they're actually based out of Arizona or California, somewhere around there. Juno, obviously, with being direct to consumer, you don't have as many reps that are kind of pushing that brand. So if you're shopping from Headbanger Sports, Smash It Sports, Clutch, anyone like that, there's not a ton of those Junos available with those ones unless a company does like an exclusive. And then obviously Shortport's, they're about 6, I believe, USSSA bats in so far. So that hasn't really got a grasp on the USSSA side of the market yet. So with that being said, if you have any additional questions, something about this didn't make sense, or you need some clarification, as always, reach out to any of the social medias, averageslowpitch.com, whatever it is. Happy to kind of try to explain a little bit better. And if I'm explaining it wrong, or if I don't have an answer for you, I won't make something up. I'll reach back out to Carucci. He was nice enough to give me his number, so I'm able to get a hold of him, shoot him a text, just be like, hey, somebody's got a question about this UTH33 handle type of thing, and then we'll get an answer for you. So either way, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this is kind of informative for you. Help you make a decision as you're deciding. If you decide to pick up a Juno, which handle will be better for you. My biggest takeaway is don't write off the 33 just because you think you're not a flex handle fan. It's by no means crazy flexy where you feel like the barrel's lagging behind with the full swing. At least that's my personal opinion there. And from everyone out there swinging it, it seemed to be kind of the consensus from those guys as well. So thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, let us know. Look forward to bringing plenty more content here in 2025. Have a great new year.